What's happening, everybody? I know it's been a little while since I've done a video. I've been pretty busy here, but I wanted to go ahead and share with you a couple of more things that you can do to kind of dress up your motorcycle and customize it and make it your own. So I'm going to let the shark bite your ass and we'll be right back. Okay, so like I mentioned before, when everybody gets their bike, it's kind of just a blank painting, blank picture, if you will, and your job as a bike owner is to make it your own, so that you don't look like anybody else. You want it to be your own bike, and your own styling, your own preferences, your own attitude, if you will. And I have definitely done that since I have bought my Street Glide Special. I have done a whole bunch of stuff to customize my bike, and to be honest with you, I think I'm kind of running out of things to do. Oh, that's such a lie. That's such a lie. I'm almost out of trim pieces, like the fancy stuff that you can do on the motorcycle. The less expensive, the dress-up stuff, right? I've done so much to it already, there's really not much left to do. But anyway, I digress. So I have a couple of more things for you that you can do to your motorcycle that kind of help dress it up. And this continues along the line of affordable things that you can do. Because we all know bikes are expensive, and some of the things that you might want to do with regards to engine, exhaust, just the big things, the big ticket items are not always cheap to do. So in between those times, we want to kind of dress up our bike and make them our own. And so a couple more items that you can do to affordably have fun dressing up your bike. So the two things that we're going to do today, as you can see, my bike's already apart in pieces. I've got the batwing fairing off here, and I'm sure if you see my bike, and I'll show some other pictures of the bike later. Right now it's apart, obviously, but I have a good base of black and chrome. So my paint is denim black, so to go with a blacked out look, the powder coating and whatnot just really wouldn't go. So I've done this kind of back and forth between black and chrome pieces. Right? So again, as you can see here on the fairing, I hate that, as you can see. On the fairing here, you've got the denim black paint. And there are a couple of trim items that I bought for this that I'm going to go ahead and do in chrome. The first one is this vent cover, right? So on here, this one's got the just the rubber black piece here. It just doesn't look like anything, just looks like the rest of the fairing. It's kind of bland, and we're going to replace that today. And then I also have here from Zero, I've got this really nice chrome trim piece that's going to go right there where your windshield attaches. So again, we'll just have some more nice chrome pieces that are going to go and just kind of dress up the bike. Again, these were not Amazon cheap, meaning they were not $20 or less, but they were less than $100 each. As always, I'll put the links and the prices in the description. I think this guy was $45 or $50 or something like that. Maybe not even that much. And this Zero windshield trim chrome piece, I think, was closer to $80. But again, I'll put all that in there. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today. I think the first thing we're going to do is we've been riding quite a bit as summer approaches. I've been out a lot, so my bike is filthy. So the first thing we're going to do is, well, I guess we're going to go ahead and remove this piece. off. Let's see what's holding it together in this bottom part. It should just pop. Oh, there you go. So that's how fast that comes off. And the piece that goes back on should be just as simple. But we are going to clean this poor fairing off. It is atrocious, and I had a rag out here earlier. What did I do with it? I'll just go ahead and use the good old t-shirt. So yeah, before you install any of these things, you want to give everything a good clean, especially when you're talking about the 3M tape, because that's how this is going to attach. Just as you saw when I pulled that off, there was a little bit of tape on there. That's how they stick to it. So you're going to make sure you clean all these pieces and where they're going to attach. And my poor bike just needs a good bath altogether. Not gonna lie. All these bugs, apple, dirt and pollen. Oh my God! Anybody that lives in Texas, midlife with a bike, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you for throwing my channel up on one of your videos. I appreciate that. But if anybody knows midlife with a bike does, because in Texas, when springtime rolls around, the pollen is so thick. I'm not kidding. You come out to your vehicle each day, and there's a layer of yellow. You could probably I'm serious. You can probably measure it with a measuring stick. And that happens almost on a daily basis. It just gets so thick around here. And so you go out and spend the time to get your bike all clean. And then you go out riding. 30 minutes later, it is just caked with pollen. Now you expect to get the whole bugs in the fairing and the regular dirt and grime of riding around. But in Texas, and maybe it's just the way in other states. Everybody has a springtime, but for some reason I think it's just particularly bad in Texas. The layers of pollen is just unbelievable. Like my poor blue trailer out there that I've been showing you guys a little bit as I've been fixing that up. Got some more updates on that as well. Getting closer to finishing it out. I don't know if you can see it right now, but the Condor wheel chock I bought for it is in here holding up the bike. That's really great to be able to remove that out of the trailer and drop it into the garage and use it as a stand when you want to work on the bike. That's very nice. So I like the idea of being able to remove it and not have it permanently mounted to the trailer. I like being able to take it in and out. It's a really good feature of the Condor wheel chock. It's also very sturdy. It's great craftsmanship. It's just very well built. Costs a little bit more than the typical wheel chock, but I think it's worth the investment. And I have not done a review or a video on that yet, so I actually need to do that sometime here in the near future and show you all that, how it looks in the trailer, how it operates, and yeah, that would be just a good video, a short one because it's obviously already installed in the trailer. Get the rest of all this glue wrap out here from the old 3M tape. Luckily, this is coming off well enough to where I don't think I'm going to have to use the glue goop. Just get this last little bit off of here. And I think we'll be ready to go. Because the bottom part is actually held on with grooves. And this top part right here is the only one that actually has to 3M tape in it. But I did not want to try, and I don't think I probably I don't think I needed to pull this fairing off to do this job, but to be honest, I didn't know how much or how many sides of this 3M tape was used to hold in the old one. And when I started fooling with it, I'm like, you know what? There's not a whole lot to pulling off the fairing. Let's just make sure we get rid of all this junk. So I pulled off the fairing, unplugged the headlamp, protected the front fender obviously when I pull this down so it doesn't fall and scratch the fender. You guys, I'm sure, have seen enough installation videos for that to be boring as heck, so I'm not going to go through on that. But anyway, so this is probably where I'm going to fast forward and unwrap this and get it ready for installation, and then we'll be back in just a few minutes. Here's my plate. Alright, so we're back. We've got this unwrapped. I'm just going to go ahead and do a little test fit. Oh, there's 3M on both sides. Interesting. Make sure this thing will actually fit. I've got the right model. And yes, it will fit. So that's going to be perfect. Okay, so this has already been undone. I must have taken that off. That's not good. With the wrapping. These are still on. We want to get these things installed fast because this 3M tape dries out pretty quickly from what I've seen. And there you go. It just pops right in there. Add a little pressure where those 3M stickums are there on the top and the bottom. And that's it. Again, this is just a really very quick and inexpensive installation. Again, if you decide that you don't want to remove the fairing, it looks like this you could probably have done without taking this off. There was just some other things that I wanted to do while I had the fairing removed, so I thought I might as well just go ahead and bring this over to the workbench and be able to work on it here and film it for you guys. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Better than the black, right? I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stop this video, and I'm going to get this fairing back on the bike, and then we'll come back and we will put this on with the windshield, because obviously this has to be back on before we can do that. So hopefully these batteries hold out. because I don't want to have to do another take on all this, so we'll see how that works. But we're going to go put this on. Alright? Actually, you know what? I have decided I'm going to save that off for another video, because this is already pushing up on 18 minutes that I've been blathering on. So we're going to call that an install for the day, and I will do another one showing the install of the Zero trim piece. Or maybe after I get this on, maybe I'll just start the video again and we'll see what goes on. But anyway, so that's what it looks like with the new chrome accent versus the old vent cover, which was just black. I think that looks really, really good. What do you think? So there you have it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut this video out today. This is enough for today. But again, I'll add the link and the description to this. If you guys want to add this to your Street Glide, this should fit any Street Glide special or any Street Glide standard, pretty sure, from 2014 models on up. This should fit your bike, but always make sure to check when you go to buy parts. Usually in places like JP Cycles, Hershey JP Cycles, they allow you to look up parts per your bike's specifications, so you know if it's going to fit or not. But anyway, so that'll be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm SharkBoy22. I should have said that at the very beginning. I'm supposed to be doing these things, and I always forget to do them. SharkBoy22, that's the name of the channel. If you guys like this content, you know what to do. Please take just a second. Go click the like button and go click the subscribe button. That will help me get a few more viewers. I have no dreams or aspirations to be monetized or become a big famous YouTuber. This is all just kind of fun stuff that I enjoy and I want to share with you guys. So there you go. That's the video for today. Thank you for tuning in. As always, keep the shiny side up. Peace.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, just one last update. I wanted to show you this with the fairing on. So what do you think of that? Oh, by the way, this halo maker is a really great headlight. If you're looking to do a replacement that's not going to cost you $400, but it's still a good LED quality light, this halo maker is really, really good. I highly recommend that. And so there's my new vent chrome trim piece. That looks pretty good if I do say so myself. So we'll do another video again on the Zero windshield trim piece, and then we'll put the windshield back on. But we'll do that for another video. All right. Again, shiny side up. Peace. Bye.